Occupational therapy has completely changed my life. I've learnt so much and experienced so much in such a short time already. They bring in assessments for you to look at, you learn through the skills sessions, you can go to pro-section labs, which was an amazing experience. I've learnt so much already and I can't wait for the next few years to carry on and for my career to begin.
In the centre of the circles, following them in the clerical order, when you hear the buzzer go off, I'd like to...
Bournemouth University has been fantastic. I moved down here especially to go to the university. The facilities in the university, most of the buildings here down at Lansdowne are for health and social care, so they're all fully equipped. Our skills room, especially prepared. We have our hoists, our different occupational therapy tools that we can use, our equipment. We do a lot of work with physiotherapists because in the outside world, those are the people that we're going to be working with. And we learn to communicate, work together as a team of healthcare professionals. If I had a stroke, I've put the bread on there, I can only use it one-handed. I'm naturally right-handed, so now I have to adapt to my left hand, which is really awkward. But with something like this, we can put the jam jar in there and do it one-handed.
Okay, so obviously with using this, you look at the ease of pouring and it's nice and controlled. So obviously someone that's got very weak wrists, or if they'd had a stroke or any major disability, this would be quite beneficial for them. You see, it's shaped so that it sits nicely into the palm, so you have more control.
I'm a first year at Bournemouth University and we find our time in the Skills Lab really valuable because it gives us a chance for simulated practice with all the normal birth and practical clinical experiences. I chose the midwifery school at Bournemouth because it's got a fantastic reputation and I like the mixture between time spent in clinical practice and time spent with lecture theatres.
Ending up like that. You can also have, there's one other that you might be able to get. You can get your frank breech. That's another name for the extended breech, all right? So.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm part of the clinical skills team here, part of the midwifery side of education. And this is our clinical skills lab. And it's a light, bright, airy environment. We've got lots of equipment here that you will enjoy being able to use. We have a delivery bed that you will find in most delivery units. We've also got a birthing couch that was donated to us and we use that for all sorts of scenarios.
Posterior leg, I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply popliteal pressure, splint and flex the leg.
What's so good about this environment? It's a safe environment and it's normally a happy environment and you can get instant feedback and it will help you with your learning. You'll be learning with your peers and your peers will be supporting you.
I'm going to go in, apply antecubital pressure and sweep the arm out and then I'm going to turn the other way. Shoulders one on the occiput, 2 fingers on the malar bones. And I'm going to ask the woman to go down into a prayer position and flexion and downward traction. The baby is born and this baby might need some resuscitation.
I'm a third year student midwife and I think the clinical skills labs are really good because it gives you an opportunity to learn skills in a safe environment and also you get to work in small groups with your tutor, also can learn off your peers as well. So it's a really good opportunity to practice where you're not in a pressured environment. chose Bournemouth University because it has a really good reputation for hands-on midwifery, so it's kind of a more practical way of learning rather than sitting in a classroom, which I think works really well.
Part of the reason why I chose Bournemouth University was because of the mock theatre they have here. It's been really useful to learn skills like scrubbing, giving injections, learning about anaesthetic drugs, drawing them up, and then having that confidence to apply it to practice when we go into placement.
Quite a lot of our time is spent in placement, so like Jenny said, it's been a really good basis. So when you're put into placement, you don't think, oh, what am I doing? You have some idea of the general basics and everything. And also Bournemouth University is really good with the other aspect of the theory side. They support you, your mentors are there to help you, and your teachers are really good in supporting you through your academic work as well as your practice.
We've always enjoyed being able to give the students a good experience here at Bournemouth University, and this recent investment into the Skills Lab has provided them a much better experience. Students going into their clinical placements now have the confidence that they've been able to have a go, prepare in a safe environment, so that when they're in theatres, they've got that background practice and they understand why they're doing things, how to do things, and that enables them to carry out their learning in a much more confident manner. They can perform and develop their skills and their proficiencies to a high standard. And we've had very good feedback from both the students and from our clinical colleagues about the benefits that the students have found using these facilities.
Our practice skills facility here at Bournemouth University offers students the chance to actually have a go. It's hands-on and it's fun at the end of the day. They can come in here and have a practice on doing skills on mannequins or dummies or equipment or simulation aids without having to actually practice on patients for the first time. So it gives them an opportunity to have a go in a safe environment where they're not likely to injure anybody or hurt anybody. And we make the sessions as fun as possible as well and enjoyable. That's all part of the experience.
It's really great that we have the facilities to come and do this. When we're in practice, we can have some real fun in a supported learning environment, which is brilliant. Make sure we're doing the best practice. We can come here and look at the machines and make sure we're doing everything the way it's supposed to be done.
Students normally come to us first, second and third year as part of their course, and naturally building on like a spiral curriculum, so they start off using the very basic skills and then build on them throughout the years. At the end of their 3 years, we have hopefully given them the opportunities to help build their confidence, to help them when they get into practice, so that actually when they're dealing with patients, their whole demeanour, their professionalism shines through. The team here at Bournemouth are a dedicated team. There are 8 of us that teach, and we have all come from various backgrounds. What this does is it encourages students to think broadly, not to be focused on just one aspect of their nursing career. Our backgrounds, we introduce our own elements and our own ideas and our own experiences from practice.
I think the thing that makes the physiotherapy course especially good is the use of the Skills Lab. because it creates an overall clinical environment.
Our skills lab is actually set out like it would do in an outpatient department in a hospital or a private practice.
We've got the plinths, we've got their dedicated models for the anatomy, we've got the online resources that we can then link up with the models.
Being able to use the plinths, being able to adjust them to the right height for you, being able to treat on each other gives you really good hands-on experience before you go out into the workplace and before you do your placements.
So just having each other as patients, you're able to apply what you learn practically, so getting an overall feel, because as much as you can learn from lectures and from reading, most of the physiotherapy, it's hands-on experience, so you're able to get that hands-on experience right from the start.
The physiotherapy course at Bournemouth University has a lot to offer our students in terms of practice skills facilities that we have available here. We have the Anatomy TV, which helps them to learn their anatomy in the detail that they need to know it, and then we have this skills room to be able to practice on each other and use the models that are available to them.
Goes through the carpal tunnel.
Anna, can you point to where the carpal tunnel is on here?
At Bournemouth University, we have a very small group of students, which is a really wonderful thing here because it means that the group really get to know each other really well. It also means that we've got a very good student to lecturer ratio within the skills labs. We've got a small group with 2 lecturers in each skills session, which means that actually we are there, we can be there to demonstrate techniques.